Crazy Fangirl Shy. We hope you guys are having an amazing day. So we are here with another movie reaction. It's gonna be a double feature actually this month again. We are gonna try and make this kind of like a habit, or maybe every second month we're gonna do a double feature, but because it's the end of 2025, I thought, why not? We'll try and squeeze in another 2 movies, especially the 2 movies I've chosen, which I've dubbed the November as Marvel November. It doesn't really rhyme, but I was like, you know what, for fun, we'll call it that. And today we are going to be watching Thunderbolts. Now, I'm really excited for this movie because I remember when the trailer first dropped, the first one, people weren't really excited, and neither was I. I was like, yeah, it looks alright, and the poster kind of looked meh. I was just like, just looks like another Marvel movie that I might skip out of. But once the reviews started to come out, it was clear that this movie was special and very different from the rest. Now, I haven't seen much spoilers. I only watched one trailer, didn't watch any of the others. So I'm kind of going in mostly blind. I think like many people, I did fall onto the train of Marvel fatigue. As people noticed, like in the last few years, I stopped watching Marvel TV shows and kind of like took a step back from that sort of content on my channel. I think it was because of COVID, of course. They kind of like wanted more shows and stuff to be coming out at the time, because obviously people were at home, they're able to watch from their homes easily compared to like, you know, going to the cinema during that time. But then post COVID, I think they had the wrong idea or impression that people were going to have the same sort of statistics of watching everything the same way that it did during COVID. And I think that's why people started to stop watching, because people started getting busy, you know, people started going back to work, school, or whatever it was, getting back to normal life, I guess, whatever that is, post-COVID. And so when Marvel kind of tried to keep that up, that's when the numbers started to fall, and then they kind of had to take a step back and be like, how do we change this? So yeah, it's been interesting to see kind of like their game plan. They kind of went quiet for a bit, then Thunderbolts was announced, and then also Fantastic Four, and the rest of their plan that's coming out in the next few years. So I'm very excited for this film and to see kind of like where it's gonna go and what sort of story it's gonna tell. But anyway, guys, let's jump into this. I'm super excited. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, to like, subscribe, and comment. Would really appreciate the support, because it shows me if you guys want to see more movie reactions like this on the channel. But for now, let's jump straight into this. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, the theme is so like nostalgic, but that turned dark really quickly. Hello, Yelena.
There's something wrong with me.
Oh.
I thought it started when my sister died, but now it feels like something bigger. Void.
Okay, I was about to say,
Or
I was
maybe
like,
I'm just bored.
Thank God. I was about to say.
Focused, and I'm not happy, and I don't have purpose.
Oof, wow.
Or like an old leaf in a river. Which you think is better? Hey! It's like your mind is somewhere else. Hi. Now that's a face that can open it.
Ooh, what's that thing in the back?
Don't do it. I wouldn't do that.
Jesus.
Project Sentry isn't what she thinks.
To fall asleep.
Oh! That's dark.
Assignment is... Oh wait, hang on.
Bucky?
Any words on today's hearing?
Well, I'm not on the impeachment.
Oh, I forgot he's congressman.
Please, state your name for the record.
Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Oh, yes.
De Fontaine? You forgot the de.
The Ox Group maintains significant holding. Rumored human experimentation.
And you'll recall that our last president turned into a bright red superhuman monster.
Probably should have watched that first, but who cares?
So you don't mind if this committee continues this investigation?
Oh, of course not.
Because Yelena's doing all the cleanup.
Did the new assignments get sent out?
Out of my way. Out of my way.
Lexi, it's me. Open up. Protecting you from boring evening.
How long's it been, huh? A year?
Damn.
A lot of work.
Me too.
Too many.
You feel fulfilled?
Oh, yeah, so full, so filled.
I think I'm gonna quit.
Oh.
Well, now what is wrong? Light inside you is dim even by Eastern European standards. What you want to know when I was really happy? There is no higher calling. Your sister understood something about that.
No. She wasn't up for the fame. She just wanted to help people and have a family. Okay, before we continue, I'm surprised that we're kind of going down this path. Like, it definitely seems they're touching upon themes of, like, depression and anxiety, I think, a little bit. Not anxiety, more the depression. Because I was like, these are themes that are very prevalent to me, and they seem very similar. So that's why I'm like, oh, like, damn, like, this is interesting. And I think for Yelena, that makes sense, because she has been kind of in this void, feeling empty, as we did see the last time that she was in the Marvel Universe was when she was in the Hawkeye show, or Hawkeye, I can't remember how you say his name, but when she was in that, she was obviously out for blood, she wanted revenge for her sister, and then obviously after that finished, we didn't really see what happened to her, apart from the fact that she was going to connect up with Valentina and work with her a bit more. But yeah, I disagree with Alexei, with him saying that, trying to think of not the actor's name, the character name, Natasha understood, I guess, like, the fame and stuff that came with being a superhero. Natasha never really wanted any of that. She, as we did see throughout her story, was like, she always longed for a family, she longed to belong somewhere, and so that was really beautiful that we did get to see that in her story. But no, she never actually wanted the fame and the fortune and stuff like that. She just wanted to belong somewhere. And that gave her the happiness. And I think that's what Yelena is kind of craving. She wants some purpose in her life. And I think with Alexei, he's giving that advice to Yelena, because obviously, as we did see in the Black Widow origin story, his purpose very much was derived off of, like, what's the word? There's a word for it. Being patriotic for one's country. Sorry, my brain, I was trying to think of the word. And that's what I think he's still kind of thriving on, like, even with everything that he does, it's always, like, about honor to country and, you know. So I think that's what, in this moment, Yelena's going to do, and try and get back on, like, on course with Valentina, and try and, like, distract herself again in a way.
After this, though, I need a change.
Oh, really?
You complete this last assignment for Oxen, you have a...
Damn.
He is intending to...
Well, oh, she looks like a badass. Yeah, that's what we saw earlier. Oh god. Superman? Oh!
You're not even my target.
You're mine.
Did Valentina send all these guys after each other, I'm guessing? Oh god, get up. Oh! Oh, Taskmaster!
I'm not here for you.
Ooh, I think this is Ghost, I can't remember. Oh, can't y'all see that y'all have been sent to fight each other? Jesus. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was sick. Oh my god. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god. Oh! She just killed her. What the hell? That's one way to get rid of one of the most hated characters in the universe, I guess. Oh! Oh, him. I love this actor.
I'm Bob.
Hey, Bob. Woo!
Beautiful fake event, Val. That's cute. This won't sway the votes enough to save your ass.
Guard says that life can only be understood backwards.
Sure.
Is it?
I didn't have a choice who I worked for. But you do.
Ooh.
In case you need some help, or, you know, you want to share some secret hidden evidence.
God, Bucky, you are so bad at this.
Who sent you, Bob?
Nobody. Why would I be sent?
It's clear we have all worked for Valentina in some sort of shadow ops.
I called it.
We are the evidence, and this is the shredder. She wants us gone.
Theory's flawed.
Oh, please.
Oh, shut up, Walker. I can't stand him.
Shield reject on the run from 15 nations. Over there, she destroyed half of Budapest. Former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands. Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds before you.
I clearly am supposed to bring you in.
getting so tense in here.
Oh, he's so cute. Whoa!
Torch it all. Are you sure? Oh my god.
It's an incinerator.
Could be for anything, could be for when they come to pick me up.
But do you feel that? The temperature rising?
Okay, it's an incinerator.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's where Bob came from.
Okay, I can override this.
On your left!
Oh, Jesus! Oh, she's not gonna open the door. Come on! Please! Yelena, no, now's not the time to accept your death! Oh! Bob? Oh. Does he have superpowers or something? Oh.
Thanks.
Alright, so someone cut the power to the elevator.
Ah!
Lovely evening. We're working together.
What? And call hold. The full strike team mobilized. We need to end this now. Okay.
Oh, Lexi!
I think he's just a civilian.
If he's a civilian, he knows too much. If he's an agent, he sucks. Either way, I suck.
You're an asshole.
I agree. God, he looks like so much like his dad though. Hey!
Hey, whoa,
Oh.
okay.
That guy's been a dick to me from the start.
Oh, I get
Agreed.
it, he sucks. But we have to work together.
I think everyone's better off if I just stay put.
Oh. Don't say that.
That darkness gets pretty enticing. So, a little bit like...
Avoid. What do you do about it?
Great question.
You shove it way down. You just...
God, this movie is so deep.
Stupid packets.
Oh, come on, Bucky.
How are you feeling about your new job?
Oh, it's great. Just give me something.
Hey, you can track my phone, right?
Come on, Bucky, you have to do it. Oh.
I have an idea.
Yes, Bob?
Right.
Oh! I mean, yeah, that works.
Labed child assassin over here.
Well, you're just a kid, so.
Oh, so that's a good...
I know.
It's the John Doe. He's Sentry Project. Robert Reynolds entered the pretrial program in Malaysia. Means, yeah, it might actually work.
Oh, that's not good then.
Okay. Now what?
Really think this far ahead.
Genius plan, Bobby.
Always making things worse.
No, don't say that. It's okay.
Okay, just give me this. I got it.
Jesus, John! Are you serious? Oh. Oh no. Is he okay?
Looks like you might have missed arm, leg, and chest day.
Oh god, he's not okay. Oh shit!
John.
Really
What?
living bad
Olivia,
memories.
what?
What the hell are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Why should you be in charge? You almost killed all of us right there.
Well, let's see. I've been in the trenches of every war-torn country on.
Ooh, that's a cool shot.
The medical trial was supposed to make me better.
Maybe I could help.
There's a high, then there's a big low, and then my memory just goes blank.
What's up? No. Why did that not work?
I gotta do everything myself.
Oh!
Oh, wait, I can tell!
Sorry!
Speed, John, stop!
Gone. Of course she's gone.
Hey, get in.
Ah, there you go.
Identify yourself.
No.
Oh, wow, masterful.
Bob!
Over here!
End this now, I want him toes up!
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, oh shit. Bob? Oh my god! Oh!
She did that to him.
She turned into a Tomahawk cruise missile. It was way too extreme. Test subjects were dying. And then the government looked into it. Val shut it down.
Let's just make it home without
Yeah,
getting
well,
crazy.
that makes sense.
That woman back there.
She had a tough life. She killed a lot of people and then she got killed.
What other life can we have?
Says the guy with the Norman Rockwell family. How do you do that?
Just keep working at it every day. Never give up.
Beautiful.
I like these quiet moments between the characters. It's really, really nice. But we never get that in normal, like, Marvel movies, so that's nice.
And I want them there when we arrive.
Oh, they got him.
Oh no.
Alexei. Oh my god.
Ah, what a magician. You disappear, you reappear. When you reappear, does sometimes things not pop up in the right place?
Ugh.
Still friends, you with them.
We are not friends, Alex.
The light inside you is brighter, Elaine.
That's cute.
And you need to stand up to her. You and your team.
You got a convoy approaching.
Engaging defensive measures.
Bulletproof-ish!
Oh no.
Nothing you can do!
Nice! See you later. Oh wait, that wasn't her. I don't think. Bucky!
Winter Soldier.
Oh, let's go! What a move! Oh! No! Oh god!
The lab fully operational? Yes, but the rest of the building is only 70%.
She bought Avengers Tower!
Well, those people you were with, those are not honest people.
They helped me.
Oh.
And you found me. I know all of it. I know about your mom's mental illness.
You are not being empathetic at all.
Stop! No, I didn't say you could know that.
Your past is what makes you so perfect.
Whoa.
Sì, papà, mi dispiace tanto.
That's what you created. It's nothing good. You just made something terrible.
I can control it.
Great.
Put a serum into someone like Steve Rogers, he becomes Captain America. But you do it to someone this unstable, I mean, who knows what it did to him?
We don't even work for Valentina anymore. She tried to kill us.
We were ordered to destroy all of her secrets.
But then we met Bob.
So cut the shit and listen to what we're trying to tell you.
You made your choices.
Ooh.
I know it's been hard since Olivia left you and took your kid, but still, this is on you.
Oh, damn, Bucky! Oh, I kind of feel bad.
Project Sentry. What guy?
Bob.
Bob.
Bob!
I'm letting you go. You're coming with me. I've been where you are. Sooner or later, it catches up to you, and when it does, it's too late. So you can either do something about it now or live with it forever.
Wise words from the Winter Soldier himself.
Yes!
Oh, Lexi.
What do you think this job is going to be? You want to be good? Or do you want to be somebody who changes the world? Righteousness without power is just an opinion. Look.
I mean, I understand Val from her thing already, like, because of what she went through, but still. It's like, girl, no.
I believe in you.
Whoa.
Ready for the next lesson?
Oh, his eyes.
Widow bite things. I can do that.
I remember the long barrel.
Wow.
Well,
It's big. It's long.
Mr. Soldier, what is secret plan?
the plan.
I know, what is the plan? Whoa! Okay, I mean, that's the way to do it. Yay! Oh, they're so cool. Let's go!
Jesus, you guys, I literally just put that drywall in. Hung
up. Okay.
Where's Bob?
Look at you. I send you down there to kill each other, and instead you make nice and you form a team. I'm not alone.
Whoa.
Robert.
Oh my god.
Stronger than all of the Avengers rolled into one, and soon to be known as Earth's mightiest hero. I'll be unimpeachable.
What a message to send in the world right now. Him!
You can trust me, I know you.
I don't think that you do.
Oh! Jesus! He can deflect bullets? What? Oh, Bucky, please, wait! Oh!
Finish the job, Robert.
Finish the job? No, they're not a threat to me, so why do I need to kill them?
What?
We aren't going to regroup. We are going to go back in there.
Turn my
He's a
shield
threat.
into a taco.
Oh my god, stop! There is no us, there is no we. Hero, you're not even a good person. Bitch. You know you're a piece of trash, Walker, so does your family.
Jesus.
Yelena.
Why would a god take orders from anyone at all?
Oh no. Oh no, please, Bob. I liked you.
This is so irritating.
Oh!
It's not Robert you need to be afraid of.
Oh! Oh!
Good girl.
Mel, why'd you change sides? Oh no. Oh.
If you cared, you would have called. I would have heard from you.
I don't know how to do this. I'm not good at it. I didn't think you wanted me.
You was good at pretending a long time ago.
Daddy, I'm so alone.
Oh.
And I sit and I think about all the terrible things I've done.
Before, you were such a special little girl. Did you know this? Remember why you want to be goalie on your terrible soccer team?
Oh, I'm gonna stop crying.
I didn't have to run as much.
I want to be the one everyone can rely on if they make a mistake. Hey, look at you. I don't see your mistakes.
Oh no. Oh no, what's happening? Oh god, sorry, my makeup is all smudgy because of my tears. Oh, it's burning. Oh no. Oh, he looks so cool.
Let me help you.
Oh, he did that in the lab. Oh, that is terrifying. Oh god, thank god. Bucky! Oh, look at that teamwork! Look at these heroes. Oh, fuck off, Valentino.
You're safe, little one.
Ah!
You all know the truth.
Oh! I don't think that's gonna help though. Whoa, wait, what are you doing?
Wait! Yelena!
Oh no.
No!
Oh, what a cool way to transition the scene. That's so cool.
Куда?
She has to face it.
Слишком поздно. Моя дорогая.
Oh! Oh my god.
There you are.
My god, who would have thought that a Marvel movie would go this deep into depression and loneliness? I praise it for it though.
I don't know what you want me to say.
That you'll stop.
Oh, it's not me. It's it. Where I feel invincible. But then there are a lot of bad days. Nothing matters, you know.
Highs and lows of depression. God, this is hitting hard.
Oh, don't mind them. It'll be over soon.
Down. You're making it worse. You've always made it worse.
Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have worn goth makeup today.
You can't hold it in all alone. No one can. And even if it doesn't make the emptiness go away, I promise you it will feel lighter. Okay.
Look out!
Oh my god! Oh!
What did you see? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. I have a great past, so I'm totally fine.
I would have liked to have seen Bucky's past though, but...
Wait, you said that this was the nicest room you found. Okay, well, show us the worst.
Oh god. You know, Valentina, you proud of this? This was all you. Is this what you wanted to show to the world? Oh god. Oh!
Where do you think you're going, Robert?
Oh! This is kind of cool! Oh my god.
Mute that sign one more time.
Whoa! I was on meth!
I've been here before.
This is where it started. Started talking to me about a medical study. I'd finally get to show everyone that I was more. And look what you unleashed.
Uh-oh.
We're leaving.
No.
Whoa! Really? Oh.
Let them go. You think they care about you? I'm stronger than you. Let's see.
Come on, Bob.
Some savior. Can't even save yourself. Will always be alone.
No! Oh, come on. Oh, no. No!
This isn't right.
Stop!
Yeah, it's a different sort of darkness. Come on. Oh, this is cool.
I'm here.
It will always be just us.
I'm here. You're not alone.
Oh. Oh, far out. Jesus. Oh, hold on. Oh. Oh. Jesus. I'm so sorry for how I look, but god damn, dude. I did not ever think there would be a Marvel movie or any movie like this that would cover this sort of content. And so that's why, you'll know, if you're long-time followers of the channel, you'll know my history with mental health. Oh, God. So, it's hitting hard. I'm sorry, I look like a mess. Like, I can see my makeup's, like, all gone. Let me just wipe my glasses really quick. Much better, I can see. The windscreen wipers are clean. But goddamn, this movie. I did not expect this at all, and I am shook to my core. I just needed to take that minute. We'll get back into it in a second, but can I just say, Louis, I think it's Pullman, I think that's the guy who's playing Sentry, or Bob. He's fantastic, and I love that there was like the two versions of him. Like, it's almost like his anger and his darkness talking to him. Like, both performances were absolutely amazing. But let's get back into it. And also, Florence Pugh, amazing. But we'll get back into it. Oh, thank God. Oh, God. Yeah, when she disappeared, that was terrifying.
You were great in there, Bob.
Thanks, Walker. Hey, wait, in where? Sorry, I'm just a little fuzzy.
Oh, his episode.
Yes, I need an extraction right now. What? No, I don't have backup.
I'm going to kill that person.
Take her in.
Can't kill her. Break a few bones.
Oh, I'd like to kill
her. Get her, grab her. Oh no.
Meet the new Avengers.
Oh.
We own you now.
Yeah, that's my girl. Oh, the theme, the Avengers theme. Bro, what? A movie. Fuck this movie. What the hell? Thunderbolts. Oh, the new event. Oh, that's why that poster came out. I was wondering why it said that. Oh, that's the new A?
Wilson not understand that.
Well, he does have the shield.
He puts together a team, and then the team is called the Avengers, and who are the real Avengers?
Oh, Sam's not happy.
Aren't you going to talk to Ant?
It went poorly.
Oh no!
For copyright of the name?
Did he?
Oh no, really, Sam? This is why I gotta watch the Captain America movie. I haven't watched it yet.
Run a threat analysis. I want a full report. Get a satellite image. And I was gonna say that. And fire up the jets.
We wouldn't need to fire up the jets if we had a sentry who could fly.
I know. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Extra-dimensional ship entering atmosphere.
What? Ah! Oh, the theme song for Fantastic Four. The new Avengers and Bob will return. Ah! Very nice. Wow. I probably, thinking about it now, I probably should have watched Captain America first, but then, you know, I really wanted to watch Thunderbolts, but we'll watch Captain America in the new year. Okay, so this movie overall was, I think, really good. I think in terms of like the writing, the pacing was a bit off here and there. And again, I've said this before, superhero movies don't have this down pat. Like, I think because there is so much that you do want to talk about in a superhero movie. There's a lot of exposition and context that you have to give, so it can be a bit messy here and there. So I think the writing in this one was a bit iffy here and there. Like, I felt like there was some bits where I did kind of get bored, especially at the beginning. It was after the vault scene I started to get really, like, hooked in. Cinematography-wise, though, I really liked this movie. I think the tone of the movie was very dark, so I think a lot of the grays and the darker tones of the colors in the cinematography actually did help this movie along the way that it was. I think in a lot of Marvel movies there has been the critique that, you know, there's not enough color and there's not enough, like, depth to the scenes that are on screen, which I believe, like, going back and, like, seeing some of the movies a long time ago, I haven't watched it recently. I do want to do a rewatch of all the Marvel movies eventually, but from a few years ago when I did rewatch it, you can tell, I think it's post, not Love and Thunder, the one before that, I can't remember what it's called, but it felt like the color wasn't, like, popping, like the other, like, Marvel movies. So, I think with this one, though, it did suit why there wasn't a lot of color in this film, so I'm fine with that. Music-wise, it was, I think a mix between that usual like superhero tones, you know, that very light up with the violin tones in the music, but then also there was like the kind of like almost like horror-esque music that you'd hear. Like again, also the violin, which is a very like beautiful instrument that can be used for good sounds and very scary sounds. So there were some times when it was like, oh, like it's kind of scary in a way. But I do like that there was like that depth to the music as well. There was like that range of different tones in the music, which I really always enjoy. Now I am really excited to talk about the themes of this movie because, again, as I said earlier, I didn't expect this, but this movie took on a lot of themes that I never thought a superhero movie would ever take. You know, it's been touched upon a little bit in other movies and in the animated TV shows, whether it's the Avengers or even DC. I think DC delved into it a little bit more in their villain stories, but in terms of the notion of depression, loss, anxiety, feeling overwhelmed, and even the hinting towards wanting life to be different or even ending was very unexpected for a Marvel movie. And as you could see, these subjects are very important to me and also really deeply touched me. You know, if people have been part of the channel for a long time, y'all would know, but for newcomers, I had depression for a long time, and it was I didn't expect that to be in this movie, so that's why it really hit me hard with some of the themes and the scenes. I was like, oh, we're getting deep here, guys. But I really appreciate that they did that. It was really meaningful and beautiful, and it wasn't done in a jokey way too. In movies like this, it usually is used as like the joking point. That's what I don't like, when writers kind of like take a joke of like someone's like pain or something like that and kind of turn it into a joke. It's like, oh, I'm not really a fan of that. But to this movie and the writing in it was, in terms of the thematics, it was beautifully well done. Like, especially it shocked me at the beginning when Yelena, she kind of like is sitting there and reminiscing. She's talking about how she's feeling empty and not feeling fulfilled and just jumps off the building. I was like, okay. And then her going to Alexei and then saying, I'm feeling like empty. I'm not feeling like having a purpose. And it shocked me. And eventually how deep that got, and that scene especially with Yelena and Alexei where she's saying, I'm so alone. Oh, Florence is so good, and she says like, I'm so alone, Daddy, and I'm like, oh god, the pain, like, I feel for her. And so that's why, like, I really appreciate that they did that. And also, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but that scene with Bob at the end where he's like, you know, punching Sentry, and or maybe the Void, which we'll talk about in a bit, but like he's punching and he's like getting drawn into a different darkness, because there's the darkness of depression and sadness and feeling worthless, and then there's the darkness of being angry, and that's a very different darkness that I know, and it's not a great place. But yeah, again, that representation, and also just the notion of them pulling him out. We'll get into it more later, but that was just such a perfect scene. As usual, I'm going to talk about each of the characters and basically the main cast and break down their stories and stuff like that. As always, starting off with Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. My god, such a long name. But oh my god, she's such a pain. Like, throughout the movie, I was like, oh god, I want to punch you so bad, girl. And I unfortunately don't read a lot of the comics with her in it, so I don't know too much about her character, apart from she's like an American agent who comes through, and the last time I saw her, I think she was in the Hawkeye show. Was she? Or was that in the Black Widow movie? But Julia played Valentina so well. Like, that's why she played it to the point where you're like, I hate this character so much. But I love the actress. She's so funny. And yeah, I think that's why a lot of comedy like actors are really good at playing like villains and stuff, so that's why I was like, oh, she's gonna be kind of cool. Like, she's not a good person, so she's very much like kind of like a villain in the sense of the Marvel universe. People can correct me on that, but in my experience, that's why I really enjoyed her performance. And it's obvious that she wanted a super soldier. It's kind of like almost like Superman in a way, a little bit. The way that she was designing Sentry, wanting a superhero kind of like at her side and be like, oh yeah, I made this guy. He's gonna be the person who like takes care of everything and saves everybody. But it obviously went the wrong way. Now, Geraldine Viswanathan as Mel. I apologize if I said that wrong. But, yeah. Geraldine played Mel really interestingly. Like, obviously, like, she's very much that, like, character that's kind of, like, got a good conscience, but she's working for the wrong people. And that's why I was hoping that she actually would turn good in the end, like, stay on Bucky's side and stuff like that. But I was surprised that she ended up just staying on Valentina's side and very much investing herself into becoming her assistant. I think it was a bit of a switch though suddenly. Like, I think it would have been a little bit better if we saw like why she did that. Maybe like it could have been cool if we had a scene where Bob like grabbed her or something and then we saw kind of like what she went through, kind of like what happened with Valentina, because in that scene we did see why in a way how she saw the world, Valentina saw the world. So it would have been cool to see what happened with Mel, even though Valentina kind of like poked at it, like you want to be the good girl, you want to be, you know, the good person in every situation. I think it would have been really cool to kind of delve into that a little bit more. I think that's where the writing kind of failed, because it was trying to kind of like pull on everyone's insecurities a little bit, but it was like, okay, like you've kind of mentioned it, but there's not much to it. So it's just like, it kind of felt a little bit empty. So with her kind of like ending up helping Valentina and wanting to do more for her, it kind of felt a little bit like, oh, like really? Like you were so like worried about Sentry being a problem and stuff like that, even though she thought that she took care of it. It kind of would have been better if we had a little bit more time with that whole section about Mel kind of like properly turning to Valentina's side. But I did love how she did have a conscience throughout most of the film. I really appreciated that we got to see that, and I loved how she kept calling back and be like, please, can you help me? Like, I don't know what to do, and like, you know, she's trying to be kind of like the voice of good to Valentina, but Valentina, again, we saw, I should have spoken about this more in Valentina's thing, but still, Mel was like trying to be the good conscience for Valentina, but Valentina being the woman that she is and what she's seen and what she's become, isn't going to listen to her. She's like got a mind of her own, and like she said, with command comes power, and she wants that power, and she doesn't want anyone to get in her way. So yeah, we saw that unfold, and that was really sad to see that for Mel's character, but at the same time it's like, okay, well, we'll probably see you in the future then, probably, if she's going to be like the assistant to Valentina and also like be in league with the new Avengers. So it'll be kind of cool to see if she becomes like kind of like an what's her name, Agent Hill, kind of like her a little bit. It'll be cool to see if she kind of has that sort of role in the next few films, if she's in them. Now, David Harbour as Alexei or Red Guardian. Now, I love David Harbour. He is such an amazing actor, obviously in Stranger Things, and even in the Black Widow movie, that was like really, really good. I enjoyed his performance in that movie. I think, personally, this is just me with Marvel, like, comedy, kind of like fatigue for me still. Some of his comedy didn't really hit, like even in that movie and in this movie. I think that's just a me thing. I'm not a very comedic person, and I don't watch a lot of comedy just because I cringe. Other than that, though, I really love the really sweet moments with Alexei, and I think that's why, again, David Harbour is such an incredible actor, and he delivers those really sweet, vulnerable moments, especially in, you know, father-daughter. Very much like Pedro Pascal, he can really do it well with a lot of, like, you know, the daughterly figures. Like, we see that in Stranger Things with Elle, and in this we see it with Yelena. And I love, in the beginning of the film, you know, he's trying to kind of, like, boost her confidence and, like, you know, I do it for the love of country. I do it because that brings me strength and gives me, like, confidence. And he's trying to tell her, like, that's an example of what makes him better. And in a way, I think she kind of took it the wrong way and thought, oh, maybe, like, I can be the same too and kind of, like, do it for country or do it for myself kind of thing. And then I love like how passionate he gets in terms of trying to protect her and going to the vault and being like, you're gonna blow up, and start like screaming in the middle of the desert. That was really, and again, like all these moments where he's trying to like boost her confidence. It's like, you can do it, you can do it. And even in the Black Widow like movie, he was like that too to Yelena, like very supportive. Like obviously she's the baby of the family, and so he's like trying to, you know, boost her confidence a lot. And yeah, that moment where he goes to comfort her and oh, it's so sad, but you know, he can see how much pain she actually is in, because I think in their first interaction at the early stage of the film, he kind of like took it for surface level, like, oh, you're okay, you know, you just need to, you know, find your mojo again kind of thing. But then seeing her the way that she was, the way that Yelena was actually breaking down and saying, I miss my sister, I don't have her anymore, I really am alone, you and I haven't been together for a long time, and, you know, so that was really heartbreaking to see how he kind of like, I love, like, again, like, David is also someone who can just act without words, and so you could see the heartbreak on his face, and I was like, oh, this is so sad. And how he screamed as well for Yelena when she disappeared, oh, that was heartbreaking. That really hurt. And of course he gets that, like, you know, that boost from getting that cereal box finally. So yeah, he was a great character in this movie. Now, Hannah John Carmen as Ava or Ghost. I love her so much. She's so beautiful, but also just the Ghost. I love her powers. She didn't have full control over it in the Ant-Man movie, so now she's finally, you know, she's gotten better and she can control it, at least now for a minute. Even if it's a minute, it still works. And I did like her comedy a little bit more than the other. I don't know why, but I think her delivery was really cool. Like, she was just so smooth with it. It was very like nonchalant, like, you know, like especially towards Walker, like that was really funny. And yeah, with a lot of sarcasm, yeah, it was great. But I also like kind of like her kind of like softer moments, like even with her, like I think even a lot of the actors in what I'm gonna kind of like break down, a lot of them expressed a lot of like things through just face without words, which I really love. And so that's why with her I loved it too, like them talk, like they're having those quiet moments, especially for example like just after the vault scene, and it's Walker, Ava and Yelena, and they're just sort of standing there eating the berry, and they're just talking about it, and she's saying like, oh, like the person also shooting Taskmaster. God, what a way to get rid of one of the characters that kind of like was hated by most of the fandom. I like, just a brief thing about that. I mean, I had no qualms with it. I said this in my review too, like obviously I would love to see an actual Taskmaster, like, because he was like, he's an iconic character in the Marvel universe. I understand what they were doing, but it could have been a different character, like an OG character that they did, instead of saying that it's Taskmaster. So yeah, it was a shame. And just getting shot in the head and dying, I was like not expecting that at all. But yeah, her having a little bit of empathy and going to Yelena and being like, oh, like you actually knew her, you know, you had history with her. Actually taking the time to talk to her about that, didn't expect that at all. So I really liked those quiet moments and like, you know, actually like trying to find out information from each of the characters. That was really cool. And her actually wanting to go back in and save Yelena, I found was really, really sweet, because especially like, again, there was that quiet moment again in the truck where it's Walker, Ava and Yelena, and they're all like comparing weapons and stuff, which I found really, really cute. Like, oh, I have this and this and this, and then they're like teasing Walker because of his stuff. But I found that really sweet. So like, I feel like for her, even though she didn't say much, I think that really meant a lot to her, and that grew the bond between them a lot. And that's why she was like, I'm going back in there and I want to try and see if I can save Yelena, even if it means there's nothing on the other side. Like, that was insane. Like, that I was like, Jesus, you're just gonna go in there? Like, I would have been afraid if I was in that situation. But she was like, no, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna try and see if I can get to her, like, without hesitation. And that was like really, really sweet. Now, Wyatt Russell as John Walker, or US Agent, God, can I just say he sounds almost exactly like his dad, Kurt Russell. Like, God, they are so similar. But he is such an incredible actor of his own accord. And may I just say, fucking hell. I hate John Walker. Not anymore. He's kind of like softened a little bit. But at the beginning of the film, Jesus, I wanted to punch him in the face. And we know why he's a douchebag. Because again, like even it's the whole thing of the serum. Like serum, you give it to a good person, they become great, like a better person and greater. If you give it to a bad person, it gets worse. So I found it so like, oh, I hated him. He was so mean at the beginning of the movie. And even like that anger was still there that we did see in the Captain America TV show, where he just kind of like goes into like that kind of like almost like a Hulk rage, like berserk kind of mode. And he kind of like was heaving and just like heavily breathing and like killing all these people like unashamedly. I was like, Jesus, my goodness. We did get to see kind of like into his story a bit. We find out that his wife has taken the child and left, and so he doesn't actually have a family left to go home to because he is so obsessed with his image and his ego. And I think that that's also a thing, like in terms of spiraling and mental health. You can focus so much on what you once had and not be able to adapt in a new way of life. Like obviously he wasn't injured heavily or anything, but he is so obsessed with that moment of glory of being Captain America that he wants that over and over and over again. And so it's heartbreaking, but also it's like, you know, that scene where he's like supposed to be looking after the kid, and yet he's so absorbed with seeing what everybody's saying about him, obsessed with every comment kind of thing. And so he's not actually focusing in the moment on his family and what actually is important. And so that's kind of, in a way, it's heartbreaking, but I love how he did change by the end, and he did feel empathy, for example, Bob, because he kind of was like the bully figure to Bob and triggered him a little bit. And so that's why I was like, oh, I hate you, Walker. But then you see him empathize, and very quickly, like especially at the end in that final scene where they all go to grab him, he's the first one to rip that thing out of his chest and just run straight towards him. So I love that he was able to empathize and really like, and even like protect him from, you know, like the memory of Bob's dad. He like just hit him in the face. He was like, get out of the way. So I do love that Walker eventually kind of understood why Bob was like that, like timid and quiet, and just, you know, empathized and eventually like wanted to actually help him. Now, Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. Of course, everybody knows I love Sebastian Stan, especially as Bucky, but I did feel, I don't know, like, not that the writing was off for Bucky, but I mean, I think that's kind of like what it was supposed to show, like how Bucky is in this new position and he's still kind of like navigating his way through the world of politics and being a congressman. I don't know, it kind of felt a bit off for me, but I think that was supposed to be maybe how we did feel about him being in this sort of position. And then obviously it kind of comes back to normal, like the way that he usually is when he was kind of like this like anti-hero heroic figure, when he goes to like kind of save the anti-heroes but also is like trying to capture them because he wanted evidence. So I do enjoy that we did get to see a little bit of the political side, because I do remember that being mentioned like ages ago that he was a congressman in what's it called, the new Captain America film. So again, I need to go and watch that. Eventually we will watch it on the channel because I haven't watched it yet still. Again, it was Marvel fatigue, so I was just like, you know, haven't watched it. So I will eventually watch it on the channel. But I enjoyed him a lot in this movie. It seemed like he had a very small role in a way, Bucky did, but I did like it in a way because there was some aspects of kind of like, even like kind of like a Steve Rogers kind of vibe to him a little bit, like him reaching out to Mel and saying like, look, you can help us, like you can do good. And that's what Steve used to do. He used to encourage the good in people and to be better, like for example how he did it with Wanda and Pietro. He did it in Age of Ultron, and did it for a lot of other characters too. And even the kind of like that leadership kind of role in terms of when he captured all the villains and he's kind of like interrogating them and he takes charge. Again, it very much reminded me of Steve, but even like Bucky, like in the war, like that's what he was very much like. So that's why I was like, oh, this is really nice and reminiscent of him in the other movies. That notion at the end about Sam and the New Avengers, like his shock when he walked out trying to grab Valentina and the press is there, he was like, oh shit, I've made a mistake. And then eventually them talking about Sam, so Sam's not happy with Bucky at the moment. That's not good. I don't want them to fight. I love Sam and Bucky, so I'm guessing probably, I mean, again, I haven't watched the Captain America film, so I don't have context. Please don't spoil Captain America for me in the comments, please. But I think, like, obviously there seems to have been maybe a conversation they had in that movie, or, you know, off-screen context that I'm missing, and Sam's not happy. I think because also, I think Sam feels like there's a level of responsibility to him left by Steve to protect, I guess, the name of the Avengers. So I think he feels like that's his responsibility too, and Bucky's kind of like, he understands that, but also he's like, well, unfortunately we were put into this position, and there was nothing he could do really in the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of unfolds in the next Avengers film, or if there's some project before that that we do see that unfold. It would be really cool. Now, Louis Pullman as Bob, or Sentry or Void, because that's what it said online. So it's Sentry or Void, so it's a mixture of the two. But yeah, Louis Pullman, may I just say, he's also someone who's kind of new to the screens and is very much getting all these different roles and taking over, I think. And I would really love to see him in more variety movies, because he was in a show, I can't remember what it's called. He was in a show with Brie Larson, and it was so good. And they were such a great, like, chemistry together as a couple on that TV show. I can't remember the name, but I watched it and I cried my eyes out, and it was such an incredible TV show. I'm pretty sure it's a TV show or a movie, I can't remember, but it was really good. And so that's why in this film I was excited, because I was like, oh, okay, he's gonna be in it. I wonder how his performance will be. And he was fantastic. Now, I've never heard of Void or Sentry before in the comics, so that's why I was like, oh, I wonder what he actually does. And he was terrifying. And I love, like, kind of like how extreme it is, because it is kind of like what Mel said. And again, when she was in good conscience, she also said this, you know, if you give it to Steve Rogers, it becomes good. If you give it to someone like Bob, it can become something 10 times more dangerous. And we saw it. It became very dangerous. And yeah, like, as someone who is depressed, I would not like to have superpowers, because you could lose control so easily. But I do love, like, that relationship kind of that Yelena and Bob kind of did have. There was a bit of chemistry there. I'm not sure in terms of romance, but in terms of even just friends, I loved that there was, like, kind of like that connectiveness so quickly, like, immediately. Like, the moment that they kind of, like, touched hands in the vault, and she's kind of thrown into her past, and then she wakes up and he's looking at her like, oh shit, like, you know something's up. And then her taking the time to kind of go up to him and him open up and say, like, oh, like, you know, like, I'm fine, like, I'm fine, those words. And also just him being so, like, introverted and kind of, like, in on himself, like, it made me so sad. I felt so much for him, and especially because bloody John Walker was, like, bullying him and kind of, like, poking him a little bit. It was just like, come on, man, like, leave him alone. But then, yeah, seeing the Sentry or the Void, like, unleashed when he got shot, that was such a cool scene. And then him flying into the sky, again, it felt very much like, almost like a Superman kind of notion of this is the power that he has. It's a lot. But then, yeah, seeing kind of like that darkness kind of like shroud him when he's kind of like, they pulled the kill switch, and the Void just kind of takes over and it crawls over him, and then the slits of light, oh, that was creepy as hell. But yeah, we have to talk about that one scene. Oh, well, a few scenes actually. I love the scene where he's talking to Yelena in his room, and he's like, this is the only kind of like quiet spot or safe space that I could find. And it really hit me hard when he, like, hears the fighting of his parents. He says, it's okay, like, it'll pass. Like he's used to it. Oh, it just breaks my heart. And then him kind of like trying to calm down and kind of like holding his tears because of how much pain he feels. Oh, I feel so bad for him. And then obviously that one scene where he fights, like, Bob fights the Void, and he's fighting like that kind of like worthlessness and all that kind of like sadness and darkness that is in the form of the Void. Again, I love that they showed it as a physical like thing, like a physical being, because with depression it can feel like something more than just what's inside. It feels so heavy. It feels like it's pulling you down. As someone who knows, it can really like weigh heavy on you. And so I love that it was a physical form, and then he just goes and grabs it and starts, like, you know, fighting it. But that depression and that worthlessness turns into something much more dangerous, which is anger. And him mainly doing it though because he wanted to fight those thoughts and fight it because it was hurting the people that he cared about. So I really understand what was happening in that moment. Like, he was trying to fight it, but then the darkness wanted him to fall deeper into that anger and kind of like be consumed by it. Because when you're in depression and you fall into anger, it can be a terrible place to be in and really hard to pull yourself out of it. So I love that it was kind of like dragging him down into the darkness, so to speak. And yeah, it was just, again, I'm so surprised that they covered this kind of like topic in a movie that is about superheroes, and it was really well done. And I think Lewis Pullman's performance really elevated it to a different level, and he did a beautiful job. Because I love as well that scene, I should have talked about this earlier, but that scene with Valentina where even he knows that she's not right, like she's kind of like doing it for the wrong reasons just before he turns into the Sentry. But then he's so desperate and yearning for someone to believe in him, to be something more, that he is like, no, I'll do it, I'm in control, I'm fine. And it's so sad, because then when he's saying like, no, and also because like he's so deep in his mind, like wanting to be loved, he kind of gets the notion of wanting to be a god, which is like, no. But then yeah, he wanted to be something more than that. He wanted to be the best of the best, and that's why he fell into that kind of like pit and nearly took out Valentina for it. But yeah, that was such a great character, and I do hope we see Bob in the future. I'm not sure if he ever gets control of his powers, but even as comedic relief, he was really funny, so it would be cool to see him again in some sort of capacity. Now, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. Well, what can I say? Florence is such an incredible actress and is flourishing so much in the world of cinema at the moment. She's in so many projects, and I think she should be proud, because I remember when she first kind of came to the screens, which I think for me was in Black Widow, and then suddenly she just started popping up everywhere, and she's just incredible, and she's so funny. Like during COVID, and I think sometimes she does like her food cooking tutorial stuff on her Instagram, and I love it so much. She's so sweet, and yeah, she's just so funny, and just seems very, very down to earth in terms of like her as an actress. Now, her performance as Yelena, she was fantastic, and again, from beginning to end, you could see that heavy weight of depression was kind of like lingering over her. And at the beginning of the movie, we saw her at her most saddest, and probably her like just deep within her feelings, like especially the way that she was going through the notions and just talking about it too was like, oh, I get up, I do this, I do my missions, and that's it. And it was like, woof, like that sounds like how a lot of people get through it too, sadly. But yeah, again, like that scene with her and Alexei, because she obviously went to him because that is her father, that's the person who she's looking in terms of for guidance. She's looking to be, you know, given that loving kind of like approach from a parent. Like, you know, when you feel lost, you do go to a parent or a mentor figure, and you're like, can you help me please, I'm feeling like this, like can I just talk about how I'm feeling? And sometimes it doesn't go the right way. So like I feel like with Alexei, he was trying to kind of like support her and motivate her into, you know, believing in herself. And so that's why she was like, oh, maybe if I take more of a public approach in terms of my work, maybe that'll work. I mean, it could be. She's very funny, so it would have been really cool to see her as the face of something in terms of the agency, working with Valentina, or even working for herself. But yeah, the whole notion of her going to the vault and then all these characters kind of coming together and being like, oh shit, actually, we've been sent to kill each other. Like, this is not great. And then yeah, her taking charge, like that's what, like even Alexei said it too, like you want to be like the backbone of the team in a way, you want to be there to support people when they fall. And so she was trying to pull everyone together, especially Bob. She was really supportive of him, but I think also she kind of fell into that thing of what she does is like, oh, it's fine, like push it down, it'll be okay. And kind of giving that advice to Bob kind of wasn't the best, but also it's like, you know, yeah, I think she was doing that out of desperation in the moment. And yeah, she slowly kind of becomes comfortable with this team of like first Walker and then Ava and then Bucky and Alexei. She gets really comfortable. Again, the truck scene where they're, you know, they're all comparing the weapons and stuff, and they're laughing and they're talking, and, you know, then jumping out and working as a team to fight, you know, Valentina's like military people, working as a team and then fighting Sentry. You know, she loves that kind of thing. She very much like Natasha, she also yearns for a family and a group to be a part of. And we see that, you know, when she kind of has her breakdown and she's so deep in her anger and her sadness that she's putting everyone down. She's like, you're a failure, you're this, and da 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 da. And so she doesn't care about anybody's feelings. And if anybody who has depression or who has had it, and I can attest to this, you become a very mean person if you really wanted to. And it's just like, it's not a nice feeling either, but you kind of do it just to kind of like deflect your own emotions off onto other people, which isn't the best thing, but also it's like, I understand what she was doing. And then her breaking down and talking to Alexei was also really, really heartbreaking to see. Like, her saying like, Daddy, I'm so alone, and, you know, her talking about missing Natasha and missing that kind of like sense of belonging. And even like, again, especially for her, there was notions of her wanting to end things, like end her life and wanting life to be completely different, where she disappeared. And that really hit hard for me, as someone, again, who's had depression and has had that feeling of wanting to disappear, whether it's in death or whether it's in a different notion. I completely understood it, and that's why it really hit me hard. I was like, oh god, like, I feel it completely. And then, yeah, her taking the courage to dive back into Bob's kind of like dark realm, and her taking that step into the darkness and then facing her past and going deeper and deeper into her kind of like her own dark thoughts and things that she's done and things that she's seen and things that she feels to find Bob is very brave, and kind of like a beautiful notion of how, and sad actually, of how you can get so kind of bogged down by your depression and you're so like encapsulated in this different mindset, basically. And even her saying to Bob, saying like, I already feel lighter from just talking about it. And even for me, like, I'm very much someone who loves to try and help people, and especially with depression, all that stuff, I always say, like, if you have anything to say, just say it. Or even if you want to say, like, look, this is on my mind, that's all I need to say. And I think that that also helps a lot of people if you're just there for them. You don't even need to talk about things. All you need to do is just be there for that person. And that's why she says that to Bob, and says like, you know, I'm here for you, I'm here. And even when there's that scene where they all grab him and she's saying like, I'm here. And it's such a beautiful notion to represent that in a superhero movie, because obviously there's the whole notion of saving people, protecting people and stuff, but saving someone from their own darkness is just as beautiful, as heartbreaking, but so important, because I think in this world today as well, we have higher numbers of depression and loss to it. So to represent that and show like this group of people who barely know each other but understand each other's pain, pull someone back from their own void, was so beautiful to show that. And yeah, Elena becoming happier and, you know, belonging to a team after that was so nice to see. But yeah, this movie was fantastic. And of course we had the end credit scene with the Fantastic Four, so I'm guessing that'll hint towards the next movie about what's going to happen. In terms of like when I watch the Fantastic Four, I'm not sure if there's anything in there that'll connect to it, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get to the score. So I think for this movie, I'm trying to think how much would I give it, because though it had really good writing for the thematic and for some of the characters, I feel like it did need a bit of work. So I think I am going to give it I'll give it a 7, just to be nice. I'll give it a 7 because there is plenty of work that could have been done for this film in terms of the writing. Other than that though, everything else was really, really good. And it was a movie that very much shocked me. Like, I'm so surprised by what they delved into and analyzed and talked about. So I really enjoyed this film. Again, it has its flaws, but no movie is perfect. Well, some are, but thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz would really mean a lot. Again, you guys showing your love on these reactions would really help, because then I know that you guys are enjoying the movie reactions, so I will keep doing them on the channel. But for now guys, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you so much. But for now guys, I'm going to end the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Crazy Fangirl out.